So on the timeline, I got the thing right on the word said. Now I'm going to go up to the event window over here, and I'm going to find the same place where said is. Want to see her cry? Is that why you won't go and say goodbye? And you said right there is right here is where it said is. I'm going to drag it from there all the way to the end. And I'm going to put it, drag this over to where this line is over here in the timeline, and I'm going to put it where to see that goes like that. The whole thing kind of lights up, and I'm going to say insert, and let's see how close we are to being in sync right there. It might not be perfect. We can adjust it though. It's off, so you have to figure out which way it's off. I think it's. I'm going to, since I'm not sure which way, I'm going to drag it this way a little. Well, I'm going to drag it this way a little bit. And I just did it right. I'm actually looking at the audio here. I can see where the waveforms are, the volume forms are. You can see right there's a little hump there. I think that's the word said. So I'm dragging it all the way to that said. And so what happens here? It's a little bit off by milliseconds. So I'm just going a little bit more. One more. I went too far. So go back a little bit. I went back. Now it's good. Now it seems like it's in sync. So now I turn the sound off on this section. And then you'll see the. And you said the pain is double, but for her it's even worse. You must face her with the trouble, though it's hurting like it hurts. Say we want to go back. Well, let's. You know you can't run away and hide. If you don't want to see her cry, is that why you won't go and say goodbye? That's it. Okay, so let's say we wanted to go back to the original thing. Let's do it on want there. So this is in the last verse here. Back to the beginning. You must face her with the trouble, though it's hurting like it hurts. Brother, you know you can't run away and hide. So from the event window, right on want. So I'm going to the want, I'm selecting that section to the end, and I'm going to drag that into the timeline until I see the video, see it right there, and it's going to ask me, do I want to insert? I want to insert. And again, I have to do the trimming to see whether it's in sync. So I'm going to. It's a little bit off. I'm not sure which way, so I'm going to go this way a little bit first. That sounds pretty in sync right now. So now I'm going to take this, highlight that clip, take the sound off. And so, let's say for instance, I wanted to be this a little bit earlier so you don't get right on the word want. I would trim this end here a little bit this way. On the clip before, I take that and I trim further back a little bit this way. And then on this clip, I trim that direction a little bit too. So maybe I do it a little more. So I'm going to do this a little farther like this. Now I have to do this one a little bit farther this way. Needs to be a little farther still. Let's see. I need to put the sound back on just to see where I am. It's too soon, so I still have to go a little farther, I think. Getting closer. I think I'm. See, here's a. I think I need to go back just to here, like that. See, I'm looking at the audio here and the waveforms to see if they match. And that looks like it's back to being sync again. And I'm going to highlight this, take off the sound, and then I got. Back in sync. Okay, now the ending, you can see I've got all this extra stuff at the end. And I need to go back to the end of this clip. Into this clip, here's the end of the music. You see, now I got all the stuff afterwards. So I got to take this clip and trim, take the clip, the audio, the video, and trim it back to the end of the audio, right there. Okay, maybe a little more. And then I'm going to get rid of this other stuff at the end, so I don't need that anymore. So now if I go back to the end of the song, so that's the end of the song. Now some of the cool things you can do now is, like, now I have the song edited. At the beginning here, I have all this video before the music actually starts. And I can get rid of that by taking this first clip here and just trimming off the beginning of it. Okay. Now, in between all these clips is a hard clip. Between all of these clips, there's a hard clip from one thing to the next. One video clip to the next. And they have things where you can do a transition from little crossfades, and I have different effects right here. I went to the transitions right here, and there are all these different kinds of effects you can get. So let's say we go from the original opening where I have talking about the camera, and I'm going to, let's say we want that to go fade to black. I'm going to change the length of that fade. I'm going to do 4 seconds, apply. And so, as we're listening to where I'm describing the camera, you see it go fade to black. And then it comes back in with this, the new clip comes back in. Now suppose from this clip to, let's say we want to do that. We want to do a crossfade, which just goes from one smoothly into the next. And I take a crossfade and I drag it into the space between, and if there was a hard thing going back into the song, let's do something different there. Let's do a doorway. It says doorway here in this, and I'm going to fade that in right here in between the two clips. And so here you have me playing the solo. You asked me to read this letter that you wrote the night before, and you really should know better, cause she's worth a whole lot more. So there's going to be, the next one is going to be coming up between this one here. And you said the pain is double. It's a really harsh change. So let's do something completely different. Let's do a circle opening here. And then you'd have,
you won't go and say goodbye. And you said the pain is double, but for her it's even worse. You must face her with the trouble, though it's hurting like it hurts. Brother, you know you can't run away and hide.
Now switch back very harshly again and say that was a circle open. Let's do a circle close over here, and have that go back into in the space between the two clips. So here we had going circle open,
and you said the pain is double,
and then at the end,
you must face her with the trouble, though it's hurting like it hurts.
Circle close coming up. And then at the end of the song, say we just want to do a fade to black. Just fade to black up here. We take that, and now all of these transitions, you can, if you double click it, it tells you how long you want the transition to be. This fade to black, it says 1 second. That means it goes out really quickly. I like to put 3 seconds in there. Apply. And so then so this fade to black is nice and smooth. So that's my video. That's how you do it with the iMovie. I'm not sure if I explained it very well. I'm not a very good public speaker, and I didn't practice this, so I'm going to do it like in the opening. If you want to do a fade from black into the opening, you put that at the beginning here like that. Let's put a time change in there. I'm going to do 3 seconds. I don't have enough media for the transition. Okay, so it's just going to be 1. So see, it fades it. And then you go to the next transition.
To the computer to import it into iMovie.
the solo comes in. Back to the other.
You asked me to read this letter that you wrote the night before.
So I will save this little movie and post it in the thing too, so you'll see. And hopefully this is something we can get. All right, see how it works. Okay. Hope that's helpful.